You're watching Blues Plus. My name is Richie Driss, but more important than that, I am with the chairman, Birmingham City Football Club, Tom Wagner. Pleasure to meet you. How are you?
I'm well. Good to be here.
It's a massive season that we're on the eve of. Not only are we one step away from the Premier League, but it's also the club's 150th year as well. What are your expectations on the pitch?
The expectations are the same as we've had over the course of the last year, which is high quality play, possession-based football consistent with what the gaffer wants to see, a lot of effort from every player, every minute of every match, high quality training, very, very high standards and expectations. We do all those things, they'll translate into what we really want, which is the outcome of wins and points and ultimately promotion. We have the right foundation, we have the right processes, the promotion will come, just be a question of time.
We need to touch upon the women's team as well, expectations on the pitch, because they only just narrowly missed out last year on promotion.
Expectations for this year, are to get into the WSL 1. That's the goal. Given the structural changes of the women's game this year, this is a year to go for promotion, and we certainly will. We'll try to give them every last thing we possibly can to make that happen, and the goal will be to have our women's side playing in WSL next season.
Your mission has always been a lot more than just on the pitch as well. Off the pitch, what are your expectations for the following year?
You can't win on the pitch without the very best players. And so to have the very best players, you need to be able to pay for them, and you can't just pull money off a tree. We've got to go out and create commercial revenue. I think we've done just about all we can from a ticketing and match day perspective. Now we need strong commercial partnerships, and that means we have to create a story. And to create a story, we have to tell the story, which means we need content, which is exactly what we're doing right now. And I think we're doing a better and better job of creating really strong content so we can deliver that to our partners so they get something to deliver to their customers in return for the partnership. And so all these things feed off each other. This season will be a record level of revenue for a non-parachute club in the championship. And our goal is not to stop there. The goal is to compete with the parachute clubs on a total revenue basis so that we have the same or close to the same revenues as every club that's come down from the Prem. And that will allow us to be as competitive as anybody in the league.
Tom, you gave me a beautiful segue, which I have to touch upon. You were mentioning content as well,
Yes.
To make Birmingham City a product, basically.
Yes.
There has been a lot of buzz around a certain crime documentary series called Built in Birmingham, Brady and Blues.
Yes.
How was that process? Are you happy with it? How important is that to not only the club, but also the city of Birmingham?
Well, I think it's important to tell the story of Birmingham first and foremost, because I believe it's a city that's seen significant underinvestment for a long period of time. And I think that time has and will and should come to an end. So if we can help make that happen, great. We certainly had some success in drawing attention to Birmingham in our ask with respect to transport infrastructure. We got £2.4 billion from central government. That was a huge win for not just us and Blues fans, but the city of Birmingham. To demonstrate our commitment to Birmingham and the West Midlands, we've made two other notable investments. Investment in the women's netball team, Panthers, and then obviously the Birmingham Phoenix. We're really excited about the prospects for both of those investments. And as I said earlier, one of our goals is to create more attention into Birmingham so that we ultimately draw more investment alongside us into the city of Birmingham. What the docuseries allows us to do is have a bit of a platform. Hopefully people like the story and enjoy watching it. It catches fire a little bit and, gets people's imaginations going about not just what has happened and what's been, but what could be.
You touched a little bit earlier on about not being able to buy any footballer you want. And a part of Birmingham City's ethos is, of course, their youth development and Category 1,
Yes.
especially in the previous couple of seasons. What are your hopes and expectations?
What I'd like to do is in our academy have a sitting in the entrance to the academy, so that every family that's thinking of coming to our academy walks in, because what matters if you're an 8, 10, 12, 16-year-old is not what you're doing today, but what you'll be doing when you're 18 to 21. And when those kids are 18 to 21, they'll be playing at the very best academy in the very best city next to the very best stadium. That will start the building process for our academy so that we can get back to the very same levels that helped create the likes of Jude Bellingham and Joe Bellingham and so many others that have come through and proven success. So there's a very thoughtful approach to what we're doing with all of this. It's not just about building a stadium. All of these things are very intentional, and they link together all the different components of the club to help drive future success. Because the only way that if we get to the Prem, that we stay in the Prem, is by doing everything the right way.
I feel like you sort of skirted around the next question without necessarily giving us the update that the fans would want, the sports quarter.
Yeah.
What are the latest updates on that you can tell
Yeah,
us?
it is running full speed ahead. We're in the process of final interviews for the architects. The planning process has been ongoing. There are an incredible number of people working on this full time. The big hurdle that was out of our control was transport. We got that. Adderley Park Station will be completely rebuilt to accommodate full-size trains to literally stop in the middle of the sports quarter. We'll connect central Birmingham out to our site and eventually run out to the airport. We'll do significant improvements on traffic and flow. So, getting people in and out of the sports quarter will be far better than what we experience today, despite the fact that we'll have more than double the number of people coming in and out on a daily basis. And it's not just a stadium. It's a stadium, it's a training ground for men's, women's, and academy. We'll have a full-size arena there. We'll have a show pitch for the women's side, and then a hotel, housing, and office. So this is going to be a true hub of activity. There'll be a lot going on, and I think it's something that will be not just a Blues attraction, but a Birmingham attraction, a West Midlands attraction, and a national attraction, and that's really what we're trying to accomplish.
It's so exciting. This project that you're spearheading has got everyone's eyes on it, that's for sure. But to the fans, ahead of this historic season, what is your message to them?
Just continue to be great supporters. Show the players every match day how much you care, how much you support them. I firmly believe that with a sold-out stadium, we will continue our winning ways. It's a very, very powerful place to play when we have a sellout, and if we keep that running, which I know we will this season, things will go well.
Tom Wagner, keep right on.
Yeah.
Top man. Thank you.
Good seeing you.
And you.